everyone, it's April from Banana Moon Studio, and today I'm continuing a series of videos to teach how to read crochet patterns. In previous videos for this series, I've been working from this free pattern you can find on my website. It's called Garden Galore Garland, and today we're going to be focusing just on this 6-petal flower. I'm going to walk you through these directions step by step. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing it says is make an adjustable ring. So you need to leave your end at least 6 inches. Wrap that yarn around your fingers like so. And then you'll pull that off your fingers and put your hook through the loop. And then take your working yarn here and pull it through and then chain 1, and that will lock that adjustable ring together. Okay, and then it says round 1. That R&D is round 1. Starts with chain 2, and then in parentheses it says does not count as a stitch. ST means stitch. That instruction in parentheses is just there so that as you're counting stitches later on, you know it doesn't count in this 6 stitches that we're going to have. Okay, so I already chained 1 to lock my adjustable ring closed, so now I'll just chain 1 more and that completes my chain 2. Next, we have parentheses, and it says DC chain 2 6 times in ring. That part in parentheses, the parentheses are around that so that I know that I'm completing everything in parentheses 6 times in the ring. So let me show you what that looks like. So we'll yarn over because we're doing a double crochet. I'm going to tighten my ring a little bit just because it'll be a little bit easier to work with if it's not quite so big. Okay, working over both the strands of yarn, that's the loop and the tail, you're going to double crochet and chain 2, and I've completed what's in the parentheses 1 time now. I'll yarn over again, double crochet, chain 2. That's the second repeat of what was in parentheses. Double crochet, chain 2, that's my 3rd repeat. Double crochet, chain 2, that's my 4th repeat. Double crochet and chain 2, and that is my 5th repeat, and double crochet, chain 2. That's my 6th repeat. Okay, so I completed what was in these parentheses 6 times in the ring. So the next thing I have is join to first, ST means stitch, join to first stitch with slip stitch. That SLST means slip stitch. So join to first stitch with slip stitch, and the total for this round will be 6 stitches. So at this point now I need to tighten up my adjustable ring by pulling the end, and that closes the center. And the original chain 2 that I did at the very beginning, that's right here, and remember I said that wasn't going to count as a stitch, so I'm not working into that here. My first stitch is right here and the top is here, so I'll go into that and slip stitch to close that round. And as I said, the stitch count here, this number at the end, is giving me a count of how many stitches are in this round. So this is my beginning chain 2 I did. That doesn't count. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. So I can use that stitch count to check and make sure I've done it correctly. Okay, so now I have round 2, chain 1. That's CH, that stands for chain. So there's chain 1. And then in parentheses, I have a list of things here. SC means single crochet. HDC means half double crochet. DC means double crochet. HDC, half double crochet. SC, single crochet. I'm going to do that series of 5 stitches in order in each chain space around. CH stands for chain and SP for space. Okay, so in each chain space around, I'm going to do this series of stitches. All right, so each chain space, and that's going to be these big spaces here. Okay, so we start with single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and single crochet. What we're doing here is forming petals, and you can see how because I used taller stitches in the middle and smaller stitches on the side, it makes a scallop shape like a flower petal. I'm going to do that same series of stitches in every chain space. So I've completed the set of instructions that had me working that series of stitches in each chain space, and because I had 6 chain spaces, I have 6 flower petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's see what this says to do next. Okay, so we stopped here. Now it says join to first stitch with slip stitch. So ST is stitch, SLST, that's slip stitch. So join to first stitch with slip stitch. So I have to go back and find my first stitch. This was the first petal I did. You can see my tall stitch in the middle is my double crochet, and then my half double and my single. So I'm right here. That is the first stitch I did. So I will slip stitch right there. That closes it. And then it says 30 stitches. That's my stitch count. So I can go back and I can count these. I did 5 stitches in each petal. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. I have 30 stitches, and then the very last thing this tells me is to fasten off. When you fasten off, you want to leave your tail at least 6 inches long, and then you'll, just like you're going to make a chain, wrap your yarn around your hook and pull that through the loop and all the way through, and then you'll use a yarn needle to weave your 2 ends into the back of the flower where they won't show. Okay, so that is how you complete the instructions for the 6-petal flower. Let's see, a couple of things. You can get this pattern free on my website. The link for that is in the description for this video. You can also, on my website, get a free downloadable, printable PDF that gives you a key for all these abbreviations that are in my patterns, and they're in most crochet patterns. The link for that is also in the description. You can always find my latest at bananamoonstudio.com. Please do me a favor and like this video, and in the comments, please let me know what you would like to learn. Thanks. Have a beautiful day.